Hello, I'm Lieutenant Jennifer Carell with the San Bernardino Police Department. This critical incident debrief is part of an ongoing effort to provide the public with accurate information about significant events involving the police department. The following presentation will provide information regarding a recent officer-involved shooting that took place on West Orange Street in San Bernardino. It will include video footage that some people may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. On August 17, 2020, at approximately 1:55 p.m., San Bernardino Police Department officers were conducting an undercover prostitution operation. The operation included the use of uniformed officers driving marked patrol units who were assigned to an arrest team. The arrest team officers were staging their patrol units in the areas of 11th and H Streets. While there, one of the uniformed officers observed a white SUV driving slowly through the area before the driver suddenly sped up and left. Despite his efforts, the officer was unable to catch the vehicle and lost sight of it. Investigators later learned that the driver parked his vehicle before he and his passengers separated and fled on foot. Minutes later, as the officer drove back to the staging area, he saw a male subject, later identified as Santos Villegas, walking in the area, and the officer recognized him as the driver of that white SUV. The officer turned on his emergency lights and stopped his patrol car to detain Villegas. The officer got out of his patrol car and ordered Villegas to stop, but Villegas refused and continued to walk. As the officer prepared to use his radio to contact the dispatch center, Villegas suddenly stopped and turned towards the officer. Villegas pulled a handgun from the pocket of his shorts and pointed it towards the officer. The officer's weapon was not in his hand as he approached Villegas, but once he saw Villegas pull out the gun and point it towards him, the officer turned to find cover as he drew his duty weapon. While he sought cover, the officer heard the click of a trigger being pulled but no gunshot. Villegas ran away from the officer through the alleyway as the officer radioed for assistance. Several officers responded to create a perimeter around the neighborhood while additional officers gathered and began a yard-to-yard search for Villegas. After 90 minutes of searching, they observed a wooden box located in one of the backyards and discovered that Villegas was inside. The officers ordered Villegas to come out, but he refused, and a taser was deployed. The taser was ineffective, and at that point, Villegas pointed a tan handgun out towards the officers through the opening of the box. The officers believed that Villegas was preparing to shoot them, and 4 officers discharged their weapons at Villegas. Immediately afterwards, the officers removed Villegas from the box. Villegas had multiple gunshot wounds, and the officers summoned medical aid to assist him. When medical aid personnel arrived on scene, they pronounced Villegas deceased. Officers located Villegas' loaded firearm at the scene. Along with that firearm, they also found a complete bullet cartridge casing inside the box. The caliber of this cartridge matched the caliber of Villegas' gun. The San Bernardino Police Department's homicide unit responded and conducted a shooting investigation, and that investigation was overseen by investigators from the District Attorney's Office. Officer-involved shooting investigations are a lengthy process, and this investigation is ongoing. When it concludes, the investigation will be presented to the District Attorney's Office for review. The review involved the evaluation of the legality of the actions of all officers involved. Those of you viewing this presentation should know that San Bernardino Police Department officers are involved in a variety of law enforcement actions each day. Some involve suspects who are believed to be or known to be armed. These encounters are dangerous to the public, the involved suspects, and to the officers themselves. They often unfold quickly and require officers to make rapid decisions in defense of themselves and the public. We respect the gravity of these types of situations and want to assure you that we take our responsibility to maintain public safety seriously. We hope this presentation has been informative, and thank you for watching.